I'm trying to go get breakfast with Grace, but outside my condo is this pink balloon. What does it mean?
There's a pink balloon there.
What do you mean?
Hello! Hey there! Nice to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Unless you're new, then welcome. I'm gonna go back in time today because around where I live, in Nashville, all the casinos in drivable distance still can't play poker because of COVID. So, till they open, not gonna do. I'm gonna go back in time to last year. Yeah, last year when the vlog started, we went down Nolans and played a little Texas Hold'em. So let's go back in time, check out those hands, because if you remember the time I just played music, had little quips at the bottom, and now you can find out what's going on up in here. All right, let's do that now, and then I'll see you in a little bit, because I want to announce who won the St. Jude tournament. As promised, guys, we're going to take a look inside my beautiful mind to see what was going on when we went down to New Orleans, Louisiana, USA, North America. Back in the day, and I'm not saying that I don't do it now, but specifically back in the day, if I got an ace on the button with some limpers, I was ready to pounce like a puma. And here, similar situation. We get some limpers. I look down at an ace six. I think it's offsuit, whatever. I make it $26, and then we get this clown in the middle who I guess had limped, who now shoves for $88, which is not fantastic, but I want to see 5 cards because I want to make a hand here. So I elect to make it $225, and it's not for value. It's sort of like let me put in a lot of money, force one of y'all to actually have a real hand, and you'll probably just fold and I'll be heads up. And that may seem crazy and maniacal, but you know what? Sometimes I'd be crazy and maniacal. So I get it in there with this feller, $88 a piece. So we go to the river. We're going to see 5 cards. And I pair the ace on the river, but I didn't need it because if you look at his hand here, he's going to roll over the 6, 7 of clubs. So obviously I had the correct read on this particular opponent, although I honestly do not remember at all. But it's nice to get a nice win even if I had a marginal holding like I did there. And same kind of thing going on in here, some limpage into me. And I look down at another ace, and same story, gonna raise it up again. When I'm winning, I like to play a lot of pots. I really like to mix it up and get people on their toes, backpedal a little bit, because I can be pretty aggressive, and that was exactly what was going on in this game. Now that's a pretty good flop for a man who raises up with ace deuce. And I actually get donk led into me, which is kind of cool. So after the cutoff folds, got a decision here. I can raise or fold. There's a diamond draw out there, although I do block somewhat with the deuce of diamonds. But I like to pump it up to $70, try to build a pot, target those hands that have like big aces and those big diamond draws, try to get some money in there while I have the best possible hand. Other than the sets in these 5, they beat me. But the hijack checks the turn, which is a 3, and I'm not going to let him get a freebie. There's no 4 that I'm putting him on, so I just ship it in. And he's only got 125 left, so he's going to have to decide right here and now what he wants to do, and he wants to buckle under the pressure. If I was going to, name my favorite casinos, make a list of my top X amount of places to play. Harrah's in New Orleans. Yeah, that's going to be up there near the top. I actually love playing here. I also got my favorite dealer/floor guy, Egg Roll Slim Tim. A little Asian guy. You've probably seen him on the WSOP coverage. Deals at the main event a lot. And that's not a name I made up for him. That's his Twitter handle, Egg Roll Slim Tim. I'm not just saying he's an Asian dude. Let's call him Egg Roll Slim Tim. That would be kind of awful. I don't know what happened here. I guess I raised. I got ace queen. That's a good board for 2 black ace queen cards. Big blind checks. Looks like I'm going to fire out a $50 bet here. Just a standard continuation bet. Going to try to take it down. Has 0 equity in the hand, it looks like. He goes all in for 54, so I must not have done a very good job of seeing how much he started the hand with, because I don't know that he's the kind of guy you want to go with ace high nothing here. So board runs out kind of despicably, and he rolls over 9-10 offsuit, and then got there. And I don't know what I'm doing here. It looks like I'm telling a story Blair Witch style, and I don't want to talk about this, so let's move on to another hand. Moving right along, I look down, what is that, 3-7? I fold. I'm not sure why that was on there, but it's good to know that I do have standards when it comes to hands that I will play. So again, as is the case oftentimes at these lower stake games, there's a lot of limping, and I don't want people to limp in. So I elect to raise with the Queen 10, also known as the Copeland, although it's not suited, and we get some people tagging along, and then we get this flop. So I have backdoor spades, and I have inside straight draw, and I have queen high for 1 over, so that sounds like a recipe for a bet. And after I assemble my army, I throw it out there. So $30 bet. Getting called here is not the end of the world, and that's exactly what the big blind does. Getting raised would kind of suck because, you know, like I said, I have queen high. But the problem is, I didn't get raised very much. Just $75 to see a turn card, and that sounds enjoyable to me. So I'm going to peel here, which I think is probably pretty mandatory. Not only standard, but mandatory. Assuming that the guy who had raised had some chips left, which it looks like he did. I can see a tower of red over there. And that's what we call in the business a good turn card. Now he throws in a 100. Hey, where'd the 9 go? There's supposed to be a 9 up there, but I don't see it now. And so he made it 100, and the 9's still not there. But he made it 100, and I made it 500, even though he had like 250 more. And there's the 9. The 9's back. And then you see I have what we call in the business the nuts, the absolute best possible hand. And he has a set of 5s, and I remember this because he got real smart alecky about me winning that pot. But that's his fault because he could have, you know, not made it 75 for one, and so it's his fault. So let's just blame him. But moving on to the next hand here, I have Queen 9 this time, which is a step below the Copeland, and elect to open it at 18 from the cutoff. So another in-position raise. You'll notice in this vlog a lot of my raises are from in-position, and I don't really give a crud about the quality of the hand, except for 3-7. Apparently I do fold the 3-7. Here we're going to see a flop. Was that heads up? I saw one guy call. It comes 4-4-3, so that's called a swing and a miss. So obviously I have to bet. I bet $25. And I get called pretty quickly, so that's, you know, alarming. Not the greatest thing in the world. Turn card does give me top pair, and nothing in this pot tells me that this dude's got an overpair, so we should probably go for some value here, now that I have two pairs. And so I elect to bet 45, kind of string him along, try to get him to put a little bit more money in this pot with like an ace-high hand, or maybe he's got 2 spades, something like that, and he does end up calling the 45. So we're going to go to a river, and it comes out the 6 of clubs. So really hard for me to be losing here. So for that reason, I mean, I'm trying to get called here. I bet 100 and he calls. And I believe he had 2 8s, and that's what my notes say right there, that he shows pocket 8. So another decent-sized pot, you know, for the holding to me. And, well, it looks like that's going to wrap that up. You see I'm trying to put the chips in the rack, and it's not going real well. You see, like, they're like just spilling everywhere. I spilled some more right there to the right, and man, it's really taking me a long time to get these chips in the rack. Brag. But no, I enjoy playing down in New Orleans a lot, and I cannot wait for this COVID-19 nonsense to go away so that the casinos will open and we can get back to the tables. Because I'm ready, and we have trips planned. We do. We want to play, and we're gonna play. If the casino's open, like we're going to St. Louis and possibly San Antonio, and we're going to Where else are we going? We're going to... Oh, I should have wrote this down before I started vlogging. We are going to St. Louis. Did I say St. Louis? I said maybe San Antonio, Louisville, and one other place. Jacksonville. Those are the places we're going. And I believe that Grace just put on my schedule that we're going to Denver. Oh, there's a shot of rain delay. Oh, hey, rain delay. I'm glad you can make it to the video, even though you stood me up to do this commentary. That was cool. But, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed looking back at some of these hands that we played down in New Orleans. It was kind of a fun time. And we'll have to do this again sometime. I enjoyed it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe next week, because you don't know when we're going to get back to the tables. All right, guys, the final table of the St. Jude Interesting Tournament. And I know quite a few of the people here. I know Shrazor, I Play Napkins 99, Poker, and of course Fuzz is somehow there with his 5 big blinds, 10 big blinds, whatever that knucklehead has. I want to talk about these people here. There's 5 of them, only 4 of them whose names I remember. I do apologize. I'll have to fire my editor. These people for this interesting tournament went above and beyond. I'll leave it to you to figure out what that coded message means. But Julie Schallert went way above and beyond what would be deemed reasonable for this charity tournament. Rachel Schultz didn't even play, yet she invested just as much as the rest of you did. Corey, I won't spoil it what position he placed in this tournament, but he donated part of his winnings to the cause. And then I'm not even going to pretend to have any idea how to pronounce this dude's name, but his name appears to be Mishal Abahusani, which I'm sure is wrong, and I'm sorry for that. But he also went above and beyond what is necessary and reasonable for this charity. So, guys, I want to thank everybody. I'm very appreciative of those who showed up, those who played, and I hope you guys can make the next one. In just a little bit here, we're going to have a winner up here, and that person is going to announce who we're playing for next month. And I urge you guys, if you're able, to get out there and play with us. It's a lot of fun. You see, we get to make fun of Corey, and I mean, what's more fun than making fun of Corey? Here right now, they're 3-handed, and Corey and Greg Hayes are going to try to negotiate this awful deal with John. John's going to have none of it, since John has like every chip in play. I think this is where Corey gets put in his place. Oh, make it hurt. Yes, 10 on the flop. So Corey goes out in third. We're going to be heads up here between John and Greg. They made a deal, so don't pay any attention to these 2 hole cards. These, holdings are terrible, but they made a deal, and let's talk to the winner now.
Hey everybody, John, I Play Napkins Yemelo, the winner of the most recent tournament Adam hosted. I just want to congratulate all the other winners out there. It was a great time, a lot of fun. For this upcoming tournament we're going to do, the charity that I'm picking as the winner is the Alzheimer's Association. That charity is near and dear to my heart. My mom had a long battle with Alzheimer's, so we're going with that one. Get on the felt with us. It's for a great cause. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome that the community can come together like this and have fun while raising money for a good cause. So once again, thanks to Adam for hosting these games. I appreciate it, and I know you guys do too. I'll see you on the felt. Good luck out there.
That Alzheimer's stuff ain't no joke, guys. My grandfather died of Alzheimer's, so it's important to me, too. If you're willing and able, on July 21st, join that tournament, guys. I ain't gonna let you forget it. You'll see it, trust me. Do me a favor. You made it this far in the video. Your little finger works, right? Hit the subscribe, the like, and the comment. Do all those things. I'll respond and interact with y'all. That'll help me and the channel grow, and that's good for everybody. I'll see you guys in 1 week-ish, depending on if we can get to the tables or not. Bye.
Thank you.